Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. This morning I have with me the energy of Archangel Raphael, who wants to talk about how the divine within you monitors and regulates your progress through your physical body. He says it's called the divine body. It's how the Creator monitors your progress towards and away from it. In other words, are you getting closer or are you getting further from the Creator? The closer you are to the Creator, the closer you are to the polarity of love. The further you are from the Creator, the closer to the polarity of fear you get into. Raphael is saying that through the way in which you interact with and treat your physical body, you are demonstrating an immediate quality of the connection that you seek to have with the Creator by the way in which you treat the gift that He has given you as a physical body. Your physical body is a gift to you. It is your gift that allows you to exist in this creation. So many of you have theories and ideas about what it is or what it isn't. Some of you are calling it a matrix, a computer-generated, coded experience. And indeed, there is a form of code, so to speak. But the code is how you are interacting with the system. You're either getting further from the Creator or you're getting closer to the Creator in every single moment of your existence. What you do or do not do with and towards your body. The Creator within you knows instantaneously if you are stepping closer or further from the Creator. It is the most intimate relationship you can have in this physical dimension, is the one you have with your own physical body. Your physical body is between you and everything and everyone else in this world. You perceive the world, the sounds, the smells, the touches, the sights, the tastes are all experienced through your physical body. Your body is the medium, so to speak, through which you can interact with this world. But it is the first and primary relationship you have while in this world. It's a wonderful system for monitoring your progress. If you cause your body harm, your Creator knows that you are doing harm. If you treat your body with love and respect, the Creator knows you're living with love and respect. What you think, what you say, what you do is instantaneously registered as a plus or a minus, if I could use those terms, with the Creator. You have many songs you've made up about this, your so-called Christmas songs. You better watch out, you better not shout. He knows when you're sleeping, He knows when you are awake. This is not about some mystical being called Santa Claus. It is about the divine Creator that lives within your body and with you at all points of time and space. Whether you respect or disrespect your body, it is known instantaneously and it operates in your favor or not in your favor. Equally so, how you will treat others and affect them in their bodies will bring you a step further or a step closer to the Creator within yourself and the Creator within the other. For if you truly honor and cherish another as yourself, understanding this idea that you are operating with a divine Creator that is monitoring your growth and your progress. You are in school, so to speak. And if you are respecting another to the same degree that you respect yourself, well, you will get hopefully closer to the Creator. Of course, many of you are treating yourselves quite poorly, and therefore you treat others quite poorly, not being fully aware of the fact that in any moment, of point of time and space, you are continually in communication, interaction with the creating intelligence that made up this world, indeed made up the body in which you hear these words. What I have to say to you is important, that you must begin to evaluate the way in which you interact with your physical body. The way in which you interact with the physical body, with what you expose it to in this world. What do you place in your body? What do you place in your mind that affects your body? You need to look very closely at yourself. What you eat, what you drink, what you think, what you say, all of these bring you closer to or further from the Creator. Being in its image and likeness, you can never divest yourself or go too far from it, but you can certainly get to a position in consciousness where the experience of being in the physical world can be quite uncomfortable. And so it becomes very prudent then to consider, what then can you do if you are suffering, that you can bring yourself closer to the Creator. Now, the fact is that you are in this world with many other individuals in the exact same process of learning that you are, perhaps at different strata of that learning experience, being more effective in honoring and respecting the Creator by way of thought and feeling and action, how you treat the body. But you're at a very important point in your consciousness right now. The function of healing, with which I'm very well versed, the function of healing is something that's innate to each and every human soul in this physical embodiment. And it would be good for you to get familiar with the understanding that what you eat, what you drink, what you think, what you say, what you do not say, all of these things will either heal or harm. There is no middle ground with regard to whether you are going further from the Creator or closer to the Creator, further from well-being or closer to well-being. There is no middle ground. Every thought, every action that you indulge in bears forth only two results. You suffer or you heal. You love or you fear. You get closer to the communion with the Creator or further from that communion with your Creator. You are here deliciously to learn, to restore, to understand, to evolve, to become as you were meant to become. As the acorn is meant to become an oak tree, you, like the acorn, are meant to become the divinity, the seed of which is inside you. The act of healing is understanding and knowing what is or is not good for your physical body, what is or is not good for your thinking mind, what is or is not good, the actions that you take upon others in this world while you live here. It's a very wonderful and opportune time to hear these words, that every thought, every moment, every instant that you exist in this physical dimension, you are drawing yourself closer to or further away from the Creator that is within you. The function of your consciousness is not limited by anyone or anything other than yourself. If you choose to avail yourself of the information, the ideas and beliefs of others, and that these ideas and beliefs that you accept from others harm you, then it is not the individual extending these ideas to you, but your acceptance of them that causes you harm. You have the will to choose what you will or will not accept in your experiential reality. You may accept ideas, you may reject ideas, you may accept things, you may reject things. You may eat things, you may not eat things. In every moment, The exclusive choice for whether or not you get closer to or further from your Creator is completely and totally within your hands. Whether you are healthy or diseased is completely within your own hands. And you might say, well, they gave me this toxic substance. They should not have given me that toxic substance. And we would say to you, why did you not evaluate the substance before you ingested it? You must evaluate what you put in your body. It is your body. It is your instrument. And the intelligence within you knows with absolute certainty everything you are thinking, saying, and doing, and calculates precisely and exactly what it will result in. And so you essentially reap what you sow. You have reaped what you have sown, and you will reap what you sow now tomorrow. If you are hearing these words, then consider that you now have the understanding that there is an intelligence in you that is monitoring your growth and your progress, much like a parent watching you as you learn, perhaps correcting you along the way, which is what pain and pleasure are, the mechanisms of correction that you need to pay close attention to. The mechanisms of pain and pleasure, pay close attention to them, for they will tell you quite bluntly whether or not you are getting further or closer to your divinity, that divinity that you one day shall eventually become. Every great mystic, everyone that pursues this path of self-realization, of returning to the source, goes through a point in the process where they no longer have need to be in this physical dimension, recognizing that it is but one small step for man, and yet it is a giant leap for the divine to leave this dimension, knowing who you are and what you are, and your ability to effect change in your experience. The actions of healing work with thought, intention, and substance. That is, there are certain substances in this world that will heal your body, and there are certain substances in this world that will be detrimental to your body. It is within you to intelligently ascertain which is which. Within your body, the intelligence that knows that something is good or is not good exists there to tell you unequivocally that this is to be eaten or not to be eaten. Food and drink are meant to be for the vitality of your physical organism, not to the detriment of it. When you come to the understanding of that which is good for you, and you indulge in that which is good for you, it shall be good for you. If you indulge in that which is not good for you, it will not be good for you, and your body will let you know that you have indulged in something that is not good for you. Substances such as alcohol, caffeine, these things are very detrimental to your well-being. In fact, they are detrimental to your body in any circumstance. If you take the time to evaluate how the body feels when you consume certain things, you will come to an understanding that you may not have had before. There are things that are made available to you quite freely now, and we can see quite clearly that many of you indulge in things exclusively for the temporal sensation of pleasure, but with the compounding cost of suffering that follows it, such things as drugs that may make you feel good for a very short time, but ultimately are detrimental to you and your physical existence. If you treat your divine instrument like a garbage truck, then it shall not be a very useful vehicle to bring back to your Father's house. If you treat your divine instrument like a precious gem or a cherished possession, you will come back to your Father's house much sooner and be welcomed with open arms. Could you imagine arriving at someone's house smelling like garbage and reeking of drugs and alcohol and expecting to be welcomed with open arms? It would not happen. There are prerequisites to achieving your divinity. There are actions and requirements that are necessary for this, as equally as there are requirements for you to get what you would call an education, to learn a specific skill or a specific ability to acquire. Certain things must be undertaken in order for those things to occur. The beginning of this starts with your thinking mind. Learning to recognize that your thinking mind must be moderated, controlled, regulated as an act of your will. Your unwillingness to do this will result in a sensation of a lack of control. Your mind is a very sensitive instrument. It influences and affects the conditions of your body in the most intimate way, as in the inner sanctum of your thinking mind, there is an immediate and instant communication between you and your physical body, one that is much more profound in its impact upon your body than the interactions of this world may have upon your body. Do not underestimate your ability to take authority over your mind. Do not underestimate that, even the slightest bit. But getting your mind to a position where it is quiet and calm and peaceful, in that place of silence, you can begin to consider what is really good for you in this world. Although the vast majority of you know that certain things are not good for you and certain things are good for you, and many of you give rise to ignoring what you know. If you ignore that which is good for you, why do you think you would be blessed? If you ignore that which is good for you, why do you think you would be blessed? If you ignore that which is good for you. That does not mean that in your ignorance you may call for guidance and assistance because you simply do not know. That is something very different. To request assistance in your ignorance is a good thing. But to know that you are requesting assistance and that it will be answered will be another. You must know that when in ignorance, if you ask for guidance and assistance, it will be provided to you, but be prepared to receive it. It might not be so easy or as comfortable as you think. You say that in your stupor of alcohol that you want to end your issue with drinking, but you are told, stop drinking. But you choose not to do that. You know the answer every time you hear it. I should not do that. And you do it anyway. And so you will receive clear instruction if you're open to receiving it. But the act of utilizing the information that you're provided with is exclusively in your hands. It is not in the hands of God or the Ascended Masters or your angels or your loved ones. That ultimate choice of whether you will make sufficient change in your life to improve the conditions of it are exclusively in your hand, in your mind, in your words, in your actions. I want to come back to the very beginning of this communication, that every thought, every word, every action is carefully and precisely monitored for its effect, and that effect is reaped and sown by you. That the consciousness simply reacts and responds. Your Creator simply says, you wish to do this, here is the result. You wish to do this, here is the result. In every single instant of your life, you will always be drawing yourself closer to or further from the divinity that is your natural state. It is your natural state. You came into this world to enjoy the experience of being in flesh. Yet you also came here to learn something, not just to experience being in flesh. To understand and know that which is most important. That happiness, health, and well-being ultimately lead one back to the divine within, which is, from the perspective of that polarity of itself, all good. And the other polarity is that which you would call all bad or evil. Suffering is evil. Love is good. And in any moment of your life, you are serving one of those masters. Evil and good are your only two choices. And you will reap precisely, and your existing conditions accurately reflect what you have sown and what you have reaped in the exact measure that you have done so. So your existing conditions precisely match your process of creation throughout the duration of your existence in this physical dimension. Whether it is one lifetime or 1,000 lifetimes, you live in the product of your own creation. Each and every one of you lives in the product of your own creation, and that through an act of your own volition, you can change the product of your own creation from that which is good to that which is even more good, from that which is in a fearful experience to that which is a joyous experience. You will always have the free will to choose, and the Spirit will always reward you according to your choice, not its choice. It simply reacts and responds to you. And your body is the divine instrument through which you are learning this and understanding this. The most immediate system of experience is your body, not the world around you. The world is the secondary cause. But your physical body, you can know immediately if you are in alignment with or separate from that divinity that is within you, closer to or further from it, closer to suffering or closer to love. If you view your life only in the context of a single lifetime, it can be very difficult to consider that there are many lifetimes of experience for some of you that you're experiencing the culmination of. And the culmination of those many lifetimes can be remarkable and exquisite and beautiful. And it can also be difficult and challenging. But in any moment, you may begin to choose to use your will in such a fashion as to restore and return your body to the state in which it was provided to you in. You are free to do so at any point of time and space. Wow. Thank you, Raphael. Appreciate that. Good morning, everybody. Hi. I'll swing over here. Just a moment. Take that down. There we go. Gotcha, Matcha Yoon. Thank you for that super chat. I really appreciate that. What food I can consume to treat malnourishment of my body? I'm suffering from facial fat loss from long time. Okay, I'm not a medical doctor or a medical medium, but what I can tune into for you, it's not so much about the nutrition as it is more about mineralization. Your body does not have the internal resources to generate the synthesis of the things that will correct it. Focus on adding different minerals to your system right now. They're very important for you. Adding different minerals. If you can get salt, small amounts of salt in your water every day will be really beneficial for you to help that mineralization process. Yeah, and I don't know why I'm getting this. There's also a practice that you might want to look into. Go on the internet and look up breatharians. Look up the breatharians. You can use the sacred breath. You can use the sacred breath to restore your body. There is a function of energy in your breath when you draw your breath in. There is an element of energy that you cultivate in your breath that you can utilize this energy to restore and rejuvenate your body. On both the inhale and the exhale, this function of energy, you'll notice that when you breathe in deeply and you fill your lungs completely, that there is a sensation that feels good at the top of the breath. You want to feel that sensation of good at the top of your breath. Be with it for a few moments. Be with it. Stay present with it. And then exhale. And then draw the breath again and cultivate this energy. Cultivate your connection to this energy. It is very healing and it is very powerful. It is not simply the air moving into the lungs. You are generating an electrical force with your breath. Some of your schools of thought call it the prana. Others call it energy. Some call it chi. It does not matter what you call it. When you begin to cultivate it and you can feel it and you interact with it, you begin to incorporate it into your system. This will be most effective for you in the immediate term right now. Cultivate this energy at the top of the breath. Very interesting. Great question. Never had that question before. What does my divine body want to tell me? Instructions, advice, guidance. Yes. The level of mindfulness. If you could do this for about a week, go very carefully forward. Be mindful of what your body is telling you. Does it need to walk differently? Are there certain things that it needs to smell? What certain things that when you taste them are pleasing for the whole body, not just for the tongue? Many of you just try to please the tongue. No, you must sense if something is good for your whole body. Be very mindful of this for these next 7 days. Does this please the whole body? Is the temple honored with this? That I eat, that I drink? Is the temple honored by way I move? Is the temple honored by my thinking? Is the temple honored by my words? Become very mindful of this and feel the wholeness of the body in relationship to your question in all of the things that you will be doing in this period of 7 days. Become very mindful. Do not let just one sense blind you, for you might taste something very good, but for some other part of the body it is not so good. There are elements of consumption that are good for your whole body. Learn to understand those things. We have found that mostly food that is living food, like your fruits and the vegetables of this world, the fruits of this world are often very beneficial for the whole body. So you want to find those things that are good for your whole physical organism and not just one part of it exclusively. Wow. Thank you, JJ. Appreciate that. Hi. Hello, Madeline. Good to see you. Jenny's asking, in our way of life, how much do we take with us of the wisdom and abilities that our soul has awakened to gained in this and previous lives. You bring forward the sum total of all effects that you have indulged in. You are experiencing this lifetime the sum total effect of that which came before. And you make corrections in that function. Even you may experience very detrimental effect. We have seen how many people will come with bodies that are somewhat not so appealingly pleasant in their appearance or condition, but we have seen those individuals living in such bodies go through life with such love and grace that they are restored. Then it is no longer about the body, but returning home to the Creator. But yes, very exciting. So you're experiencing the sum total, is what he's saying. Hi there. Thanks for the hearts. I'm just going to scroll up here, see if I can catch some of these questions. Does going to the UK in October with the national motocross team create a positive impact after for me? I get a strong yes for that. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm being told, Raphael is saying, you're showing that you are fearless in using the gift that you were given, the body. You're fearless in using the gift that you were given. It's an amazing thing when you can perfect your body to do things that most people won't do. When are we born? Well, there's coming into the physical body. If you're talking about the physical birth, that's measured by your coming into the body. But there's no point in time you were born at a specific point in time. You exist eternally in a state of love and grace with the Creator. On one level, you come into this physical world to realize that, become conscious of that. But yeah, you are not born. You just live eternally. You're an eternal soul. Someone saying, I've given up all addictions and meats. What else can I do to assist in my awakening progress, please? You need to include meditation. Very important. To go within. As you perfect the temple, go within. Close the gates of the temple. Close the gates of the temple. Go within in meditation. And request. This is what I'm being told to request the Lord come to you. The word Lord, in the context in which it's being offered to you at this time, is not to mean something or someone that is above or better than you, but a consciousness that you wish to welcome into your life that elevates you up further than you can currently elevate yourself. It is an aspect of your being that this physical world, by nature of being here, has tended to separate you from that aspect of being. And so the function of meditation will bring you inward to reconnect to that aspect of the self. You need to connect to that aspect of the self, perfecting the body, perfecting the mind, and then communing with the intelligence that is within you. Meditation. That's really cool. Hi. Hello from Sweden. Hi, I'm Ida from Sweden here. I retain water. Do you have any tips for me? Again, this might sound a little contrary to what you might hear, but this is what I'm being told to tell you. There's a type of salt called Celtic sea salt. It's one of the best salts in the world. Celtic sea salt. You want to get some Celtic sea salt and put a small pinch of it, like just a pinch of it, in every 8 ounces of water. And do that for a few days. Do that for a few days. I'm also being told to tell you, yes, there's something to do. There's something to do in the consciousness of your kidneys. There's something energetically that needs to be shifted in the consciousness of your kidneys. And you can do that. There's a lot of coming in here. Yes, I will. You need to shift the connection of consciousness. There's something inside the kidneys that needs to be corrected, okay? Something in the kidneys energetically that needs to be corrected. Again, you can always book a reading with me. go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, book a half-hour or 1 hour reading with me, and you'll get the answers to those questions about what's happening with the kidneys that's causing this water retention for you, right? For other people, it might be something different, but that's what I'm getting for you right now. Hello, Amanda. Good to see you. Amanda's saying, I've been having multiple dreams of being in a Vegas-like city. May I ask my guides what I need to know about this? Thank you. Yes, they're saying you're entering into the realm of divine play. They're saying that you're entering into the realm of divine play, Amanda. You're beginning to enter into the realm of divine play. They're saying it's very exciting when you learn to become filled with the joy of love and life in this world. When you can embody this divine play into your world, you'll be quite surprised with what will come next. What do you mean by that? The Creator will smile upon you. You will know that you are one with the divine. You will know through this play. You're on that verge. You're on this verge of divine play. It's beautiful. I like it. Thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate it. What are the best ways to honor my body through movement? Well, there are different ways. Yoga's one. Kriya Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Raja Yoga. There's many different types of yoga. But the simplest thing that I've been taught about how to honor the movement of your body to the fullest possible extent you can is what's called moving every single joint of the body. Every finger, every joint, every part of the body. Moving every single part of your body, every which way it can be moved. The eyes, you can even move the ears, the scalp on the head, the forehead. But every part of your body that you can move should be moved every day. Every day. Every part of your body should be moved every single day. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Every part of the body should be moved in every which way it can be moved. Fingers, toes, shoulders. Every part of your body needs movement. Movement is life. If you don't give your body the proper movement, then it's not going to be healthy. It's going to let things sit and settle. So if you look at water that doesn't move, it gets tepid, it gets rancid, it gets filled with bugs and parasites and mosquitoes. So you want every single part of your body to move every which way it can. And you'll know once you start doing that, there's a thing that starts to happen when you start doing that movement. You'll actually start to feel every joint, every ligament, and tendon will be communicating to you, will be telling you how it feels with your attention, because your attention feels good to your physical body. Your attention feels good to your physical body. Very important. That's what I'm being told to share with you. Move your body parts every possible way they can be moved. Hi there. When we are born, are our number of days on earth already planned by the universe? Thank you. There is a karmic timeline that's established by everything you've done in previous lives. You come to this one, you set in motion certain things that were already set in motion previous to coming into this incarnation. When you begin to modify or change how you're being, you can alter and change the timeline, the destiny timeline. So let's say you've done things and that set a time frame on your life of 72.3 years. But then you start to treat your body with a tremendous love and a respect. You eat the right food, you exercise properly, you do all the right stuff. You'll shift that timeline. You can actually change the timeline, how long the body will live. So yeah, there is no predetermined element except by way of the causes and effects that you've set in motion from previous lifetimes. Thank you. Hi. Hi there. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, I know Raphael's energy is beautiful. I do hours of meditation night and day. Watch my thoughts as well. Thank you. That's wonderful. Stop watching your thoughts. Don't give your thoughts any more attention. Like, just turn your thoughts off completely, okay? In meditation, don't just watch your thoughts. Stop them. Jesus talks about this all the time when he says, Once you get your mind quiet, that's when you will begin to hear. That's when you start to get close to the divine. When your mind is not distracting, when the senses aren't distracting us. Buddha says the same thing. When we get to the place in consciousness where we are not distracted, where we're in stillness, that's when we can actually experience our own communion with God, if you want to call it that. Someone's saying, yeah, my internet is going in and out in case I missed something. Hi, Drusilla. 567 jump. Thanks for the stability, William WMF and company. You're very welcome, Van Twinkle. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. The salt is amazing. Celtic sea salt. Is meat okay to consume? Nguyen. This is a great question. And there's been a huge debate on it. I'm going to tell you this because this is what they told me. Just like in the animal kingdom, our bodies are animal bodies. It's an animal. Your body is an animal. It's like a dog or a cat. It's a living animal. And that animal will naturally, like lions, tigers, bears, squirrels, rabbits, all kinds of animals are predisposed to eat either meat, non-meat, or they're carnivorous, omnivorous, vegetarian. There's different types of animal types. Your body type might be carnivorous. Your body type might be omnivorous. Your body type might be vegetarian or fructarian. Just like your body in the animal kingdom, your body is an animal body. It's your responsibility to find out what is optimal for your body. If your body is predominantly a carnivorous body, then you should be eating more meat than anything else. If your body is predominantly an omnivorous body, you should be eating a wide variety of things. If your body is primarily geared to fruits and vegetables, then you should be eating fruits and vegetables. You know, some people will eat just fruits, some people eat vegetables, some people do really well doing that. You need to find out what your body needs more than anything. What is your animal body's natural, what is its kismet, so to speak? What is the thing that your body needs most? That's what they told me, that human bodies are animal bodies. And as such, your body will have a predisposition to certain types of things. Thank you. Struggling to approach situations with love because of the hurt. Any words of advice? Yeah, by all means, decide to be in a state of love before approaching the situation, as you're already doing. Sometimes it takes a period of time to train your body and train your mind to automatically respond with love. Because we're not trained. Most people aren't trained in love. Most people are trained in fear. So be patient, be kind with your body, be patient and be kind with your mind, and be patient and kind with yourself, because you might be learning a whole new way of being than you ever have learned before. So be kind to yourself, right? And making a decision, no matter what anybody else says or does, I'm going to choose to stay in a state of love and grace and honor and respect and caring and kindness and compassion. It can be a real challenge sometimes learning how to do that. So be kind to yourself. You're doing great. Be patient. You're still teaching your mind and body to be a new way. Remember, our bodies have been taught by the world, by schools, by parents, by teachers. Your body, your mind has been taught by the world. And you've got to reteach it to be in alignment with who you are as a spiritual entity. Hi there. What about my hair? I put gel in to keep it from moving. Well, that's one way to do it. It's an interesting thing about hair that you mentioned. It brings me. I saw this thing on the military using Native American trackers during World War II and the Vietnam War. The Native American Indians were the best trackers. They could track anything, and they discovered that the hair on our bodies actually are like receptors. You know, like in the movie Avatar, where they have those things that they hook their hair up to their animals that they fly with. They discovered that when they took Native Americans and cut their hair, their ability to track went down significantly. And when they let their hair stay long, their tracking abilities were optimal. So your hair is like a sense organ. It really is. Just like on a dog or a cat. Their hair reacts and responds to different things around them. It was very... Well, good morning. You have a great day too. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you, Kira, for sharing that. Appreciate that. Question from Drusilla. The government cut off my disability. It really hurts financially. Am I meant to fight this? Oh, that's a great question. The thing that's coming to me, Drusilla, is you are free to use your will to fight this, and you will win this. You are also free to become open and receptive to receiving in ways that you are not familiar. You can. To make the decision to be open and receptive to receive in a way that you do not know. To be open and receptive to it fully and completely. And I got to be honest with you, I've certainly, these last 5 years, have certainly taught me a lot about learning how to let go and let God, so to speak. To realize that you have a service to this world. And I would encourage you to consider, what is your service to life? What are you here to give to life? What are you here to give to life? Because often what you're here to give is going to provide you with the greatest reward. Right? Consider that too. But yeah, you would, if you fight it, you will win. Hi, William. What would my animal body benefit from more in this lifetime? I don't know why, but I'm being shown all these rabbits jumping around. Play is the thing, like actual play time. Making certain you have time to play and have fun will be really good for your body. Going to amusement, doing things that make your body excited, but something that's really playful and uplifting for you. That's what I get for you right now. I'm being told to tell you that will change. You cannot do too much of one thing, but you must find the proper balance with a number of things that you're currently participating. You must find a proper balance with a number of things that you're currently participating in. Yes. Is there any way I can replay this? Is there any? Yes, you can. If you want to watch the replay, TikTok, if you want to watch the replay on this, it will be available on my YouTube channel about an hour or two after the broadcast is finished. It will be up on my YouTube channel under the lives section on my YouTube channel. Any of the videos, and there's probably 1,200 channelings on my YouTube channel that you can go and observe. So go check that out. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. It's not going to cost you any money to subscribe, and hit the reminder button so that you'll get reminded all the time when I go live. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for messages. So please come and join us. Remember to share this as well with other people. You're very welcome. Hi. Is it normal to not crave any types of foods or know what to eat? For some beings it is. There are beings on this planet that don't need to eat food. There's a few people that do not eat food. They live on water and the breath. You can go on YouTube and look up "man lives only on breath" on YouTube. Search for a man who only lives on breath. You get to a point where you do not need the stuff of this world to live. You can literally live off the life of the divine that flows through you. That takes quite a bit of training. But it can be done, and there are people doing it. Excuse me. And the person that's doing it on this planet right now, pardon me, the person that's doing it on this planet that I know is quite remarkable. He's in incredible shape, vibrant and healthy and clear. And one of the things he says is, we spend so much time around food as individuals and as a society that we lose so much time really loving and appreciating life more fully. So yeah, you want to look into that guy. Check out about what he's done, how he got to the point where he doesn't have to eat food. There's also sun gazing, which is another thing. Does asking who I am help the awakening process? Yes, it absolutely does. Gurdjieff Gurdjieff did something like that, where he just had one of his students go, "I am, I am, I am." And it's not just the words. You see, the words are just language. but there's a vibration to every word. So when you're doing that, I am, even saying the word I, and feeling the energy of that, word I, because it's not about the word, it's about the energy that you're stimulating and becoming conscious of when you speak a word. Because when you speak a word, you create an energy. Well, thank you for subscribing to my TikTok channel. I really appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for saying that. Why do I have fatigue, pain in my stomach, and what should I do? Hi, Bev. Book a reading with me. Book a one-on-one reading with me. And because, again, the causes to this precede what you may have been told about it. What's causing this is like deep, deep, deep in your memory system. And if you're willing to correct and heal it, we can do that in a one-on-one session, because the Ascended Masters, the Archangels, will work with me, through me, with you, to heal that, because it will be healed. It will be healed. There's nothing wrong with you. Your body's just talking to you. The body can't lie to you. The body cannot lie to you. It will never lie to you. Your body is the only thing in this planet that it will never, ever, ever lie to you, not even in the slightest bit. Your body will always reveal to you if you're doing something wrong to it. It will always tell you, this is good, this is not good. It will never lie to you. And when you understand that, then, and your body's not feeling good, then your body's telling you there's something that it needs that it's not getting, or something that it's getting that it doesn't need. It's really simple. It's not a complex instrument. It's just an animal, right? Eat, sleep, procreate. The body's basic needs are very simple. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, Drusilla. Vertical's asking, Nari's father said she should not lose any more time. Was he referring to opening up her spiritual gift of automatic writing? Yes. I get a big yes, emphatically. Adam's asking, is it true that there within the brain and nervous system that contains astral physical structures that are designed to respond to planetary influences? Please explain. He's just saying yes, but only on the physical dimension, and he's saying only until such a time as the individual has acquired full and complete autonomy and dominion over their own mind and body. There's a point in your conscious evolution where the influences of external objects no longer hold sway over the evolution of yours. You can transcend the influences of time, space, and matter, and their influences upon your biology, your psychology, and your energy, once you have a sufficient understanding. Wow. Thank you, Adam. That was a great question. Yeah, he got what you meant. I think I got time for 2 more questions today. There we go. We're all caught up. Look at that. Someone's saying, I need a boyfriend. Am I going to find one? Pearl, listen very carefully. Find a deep and profound love for your life. For you. Like, fall into deep and profound love with life. With the life you have. Honor and love your body. Love the world around you. As you change and shift the vibration of your energy, you will attract in your life people that are like yourself, including a partner. I'm being told you've just been delaying it because you're believing you're not going to get it. You keep doubting you're going to get it, so you keep delaying it, delaying it, delaying it. But it's there for you. Just go fall in love with your life. Fall in love with your life. And then love will find you. It will. Why do I feel nauseous lately after lunch? Why? I'm being told you can get more from less. They're saying you can get more from less. When you eat your food, eat it with the deep, exquisite appreciation for what is contained within it. You will find that you will not eat need to eat as much for your body, for your deep relationship with the food will be sufficient to unlock the new nutritional and energetic components that you need from it. Wow, that's a great question, Danielle. Thank you so much. There we go. Thank you so much for liking live. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing, following, liking. To my patrons tonight, my patrons, second two-tier patrons, I'm really excited about tonight. We're going to have Master Jesus with us and some meditation on recommuning with God. Recommuning with God. And that's tonight's Patreon's only live event for my tier 2 patrons. Much love to you guys. I'll see you tonight at 7 p.m. Much love, everybody. Bye for now. If you want to know more about what I do, go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and you can check out our classes, our courses. You can book a reading or a customized meditation. In readings, you can get healed. All kinds of amazing things can happen. But consider that. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day, and I will see all of you on Friday's edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul.